Hi, I'm Daniel Shumka. I'm a student here at the Radio Humber Broadcasting Program, second year about to graduate, and an announcer for 96.9. You're thinking about coming to this school, and you're really thinking about making a good choice here. Maybe you want to learn production and you want to make the commercials and the actual audio that plays on the station. Maybe you want to be a personality. Maybe you want to be the person out in the field getting news stories and stuff like that. Or maybe you want to be the salesperson making all the money. Either way, you learn all of that stuff here at Humber. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey now and show you one of the producing students and what he does for a living here at Humber. Ladies and gentlemen, looking to attend Humber for the radio broadcasting program, meet Edris Paiwand. Idris Paiwand is a broadcasting student here at Humber, and he is in the production pathway. Idris, why did you choose to come to Humber?
I chose to come to Humber because in doing research for radio broadcasting schools and schools that offer the program, Humber had a long list of really iconic radio people. My favorite being Sid Cicero from the Tim and Sid podcast, which was my first inspiration to get into radio. He came here, George Strombo came here, Ashley Greco came here. There's a ton of people that came through this program, and you know, the reputation preceded it. So I figured this would be the best choice.
Okay, now you're in the production pathway, and you've actually got a project open for us right here, which we'll take a look at in just a little bit. But why don't you tell us what you've learned in the production pathway?
I've learned everything, because coming into radio, I knew nothing. I've had zero radio experience. I never did anything of the sort when I was in high school, even out of high school. My first choice for a university gig was social work, which didn't obviously turn out so well. Took some time off, and then I was like, listening to podcasts and whatnot, and I was like, hey, this is cool. I could probably do this. And it's something I've never done before in my life. So coming into this program, I learned everything from scratch, from announcing to production to sales to news. All these skills I learned within this program.
You may have already semi-answered this, but what drew you to production in the first place?
Production, well, before coming in, I kind of knew what I wanted to do in terms of radio. I've never been somebody who's had a strong personality, so I knew announcing wasn't for me. I knew I could never do that job, to be an on-air personality. So I figured the next best thing would be something behind the glass in whatever capacity that might be. Initially, I thought I'd be like an audio producer of some sort. So production's always been my main goal. And then once I got into the program, I quickly learned how much more there is to doing prod, as opposed to just being, a board op or a technical producer, an audio producer. I learned, doing commercials and promos and writing and that aspect of it, and it made me fall in love with that pathway even more and just solidified my interest in it.
All right, and what would you say to anybody coming in to Humber looking to come into the radio broadcasting diploma program?
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. There have been so many overnights that I've spent in this studio and the other studios, but I can honestly say I've enjoyed every single minute of it, and it's something that I don't think I've ever been able to say about any other school, program, course, anything like that ever before in my life. High school, I never really enjoyed it. University, those whatever. But this is the first time where I felt motivated and I've genuinely felt interested in perfecting my skills and being engaged and doing all the things to make myself successful.
Now, you've talked about perfecting your skills. Do you have an example of that skill set that we can hear right now?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a commercial that I did for one of my other projects in another class, my production class, actually. And let's just give it a listen.
School is almost out. You've worked hard all year and deserve a vacation. Let's run down the itinerary. Step 1. Head over to Expedia.ca and pick your vacation destination. How about Cancun, starting at $6.89? Perhaps beautiful Barbados, starting at $8.30. Or maybe the Dominican, starting at $8.40. Step 2. Pack your bags. Step 3. Relax on the beach and make sure you take a selfie. It's just that easy to book your all-inclusive summer vacation getaway today at Expedia.ca.
No matter what pathway you pick, no matter what program you choose, if you go into radio broadcast, you've got a lot to learn. You've seen but one example of what pathways you can take. There are 3 other pathways to look into. For Radio Humber, I am Daniel Shumka, and you are the future.